I just wanted to touch on, there was a bit of discussion about flags last week. And I think in your annual report last year, 268 pages, do you know how many Union flags featured in any of the graphics in those glossy pages?
Of all the briefings that I got for this meeting, that was not one of them, I'm afraid.
I think Mr. Wilde will help.
Would you care to take a guess?
I have no idea.
Well, it was zero. Do you find that surprising?
No, I think that's a strange metric. I have to say, one of the things I looked at when I came into the building this morning was a Union Jack flying proudly on Broadcasting House, which it does on many, many, many days of the year. I have travelled around the world championing the UK. I sit on the Private Sector Council for the Great Campaign. I don't think there's any problem with the BBC in terms of championing the UK and Britain abroad. We're incredibly proud of it. And if you do wander up Regent Street today, then have a look at the Union Jack flying proudly on top of the BBC.
Always good to see the Union Jack flying. I was just thinking a report of 268 pages about the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation. My constituents would expect to see probably more than one flag appearing.
I just don't see it, with respect, I just don't see it as a metric.
Okay, well you may not, but licence fee payers may do. And the Great Campaign you mentioned, I think the Union Jack features pretty prominently in that. In the report you published last week, the BBC across the UK, again, how many images were there of the Union Jack in that?
Well, I could hazard a guess based on where the question is going, but I haven't looked.
Yeah, again, it was none. So maybe in the annual report for this year, perhaps you could include some imagery around the Union flag. Might be welcomed by some of my constituents.
To emphasise, we're very proud of being British, and we're happy to. We've been there, out there selling Britain abroad and the UK, and growing the UK creative industries for many years and generating strong exports on the back of it. I'm fiercely proud of it. And I think we've got this, the Union Jack on top of the building flying proudly. No problem at all with that at all. I think that's absolutely what we should be doing. And the UK creative industries is something we should all be incredibly proud of. It's not just about the flag, let's face it, it's about the UK and us getting out there and building business for the country.
Yeah, rightly so. That's why last week's episode was so disappointing, and the people involved apologised for their reactions. So I think we can probably move on from that now, but I think it's important to acknowledge the issues about the annual report and other points.